Ray, Drama the two hosts. If I may, I'm thinking that you chose the best thing. If you like them good shows and all of these movies. What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat. What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat. What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat. What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat.
What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat, episode 52.
52.
New 52.
Proper 52.
And there won't even be matching collars like the Justice League had. Remember that?
What?
Jim Lee drew like the same Mandarin collar on all their outfits.
Yeah, because everyone was designed by the same character. Now that's my problem. That's a problem.
It was Edna Mode.
That's definitely a problem. In terms of comics and stuff. Unless, of course, it's stated in the book.
Right.
Where there's one designer of outfits. Yeah.
They have that in Invincible.
Yeah, but see, they showed the actual guy that made the clothes, you know. Kind of like in Incredibles, how
Edna
they did
Mode.
this. Yeah, exactly. But, like, if it's in DC or Marvel, you don't want, like, the Avengers looking like the Inhumans. That would make
Especially
no sense.
because their stuff's like... Do they wear Kree shit? Is it supposed to be alien? I know they come from
Inhumans?
Krees, yeah.
It makes sense, right? Like, the fabrics and stuff would be something that's not...
I mean, they live in a moon base.
Yeah. Anyway, we haven't even started the episode, and we're just talking about this stuff now.
Whatever, man. We do what we want.
Yeah,
Chipper
that's
Chat
true.
Chat.
That's true.
All right, what do we got on the list here?
I don't know,
Oh,
sure.
I'm Fure, by the way.
Yes, and I'm Chamba. I probably... if I still sound sick, because I am.
It's because we are.
Yeah.
Fucking Eric,
I
man.
know. You don't know him, and he's an ass.
He got us sick. Like a motherfucker. What do we got here? All right, let's jump right in.
Chai latte, delicious.
So apparently, in TV news,
Yeah.
on the DC side, Flashpoint is supposed to link Supergirl to the CW universe, which, you know, I guess we figured.
We figured that would, you know, because
But-
they said the Flashpoint thing is gonna, like, that whole Flash thing that he did,
Right.
spoilers, that he did at the end of the season affected everything. So it's gonna actually take, you know, affect Arrow as well. Who cares though?
I
Yeah.
just don't understand. They still haven't said that her world will be part of the same world.
Right.
Just that whatever happens in that Flashpoint story will result in them seeing each other again. But, whatever.
It's cool. I mean, like, I'm sure if we didn't find this out, we'd figure it out once it started. You know, they'd probably explain it as
I
it goes
really
on.
want to know what's happening with their deal with Hulu and Netflix.
Yeah.
I want to be able to watch all that shit when it comes out.
Almost. You have to wait after the fact.
So we got a first official Luke Cage trailer.
Yeah. And, it's pretty boss.
Yeah, we got to look at the villain, and
Yep.
we see that Claire's gonna be in it, night nurse again, or one of the night nurses.
Exactly. The flashback of him wearing the,
Oh yeah, they got the reveal of the
reveal,
70s outfit.
which was legit.
I couldn't believe
Yeah,
that, dude. I
like-
could not believe it.
To me, that's a nice Easter egg. That's a nice
because
nod to the fans.
every interview they ever did, people were asking him like, "Are you gonna work
Mm-hmm.
in the original costume? Or are you gonna be wearing something with '70s thing?" And Mike Coulter was always like, "There's something to do with it, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But there's no
There's a
homage
nod.
to it.
That's well, they revealed it in the trailer, and it's legit.
It's basically like his Weapon X outfit.
Yeah, like that's how when he was first turned, he
Right.
looked like that.
It just happens to
Yeah,
be like
that's
a
so
tiara.
cool, though, dude. That's so cool. Like it's cheesy as shit, but
Right.
you know what?
And I love that he had the fro too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and it makes sense because he's been in that chamber for a long time.
Exactly. So I'm like,
They were
this
pretty
is-
smart about it. Whoever came
Yeah,
up with that idea,
nah.
high five to them virtually.
They,
so to
they
speak.
deserve a raise or a bonus at
Right.
least, something. But that was cool. So I'm like, it's nice that they revealed that because
Music sounds great.
yeah, it does. And it feels different, but also part of what they've already established.
We have to watch the fuck out of that shit too. That comes out while you're here. Where it's
Which one?
The Luke Cage.
No, man.
It's right after you leave.
Yeah.
Lame, you motherfucker. Right after you leave.
know.
What a lame asshole.
What a bullcrap, right?
What a fool.
What a stupid idiot.
steamy shit.
What a
All
dummy.
right. So we got X-Men TV from Fox.
Yeah, they've it seems
But we
like,
don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Just it's an X-Men
It's
show.
an X-Men. They
And
said it's part of
not,
X-World.
It's not
It's not movie related, they
It's
said.
not.
Yeah.
What is the Legion?
It's
That's
not
a
Legion.
different
Now,
thing.
Legion's a whole different thing. This one's an actual X-Men, as in like a team of some
Right.
sort.
Very curious. Who would you want in it? My immediate instinct is just make it the
Make it
'90s
the 90s
cartoon
one.
lineup.
Yeah. Make it that lineup. You can do what you want with the lineup. They're like, young
Right,
them
you
up.
can change
Yeah, young them
whatever,
up. Do
but
something.
it should be those characters. Those
Yeah.
are the characters we want to see.
And like, how these days they like to tag like alter things like let's change the race or the
Right.
gender of one. You know what? At this point, I don't even care if you do that.
What would
It'd
be the
make-
point of changing any of that stuff?
Well, it's just honestly, it's aesthetics at this point.
And what would you be changing in that '90s lineup? Black Cyclops?
Yeah, if you want.
I just don't know what would be like. What are we doing here?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it seems like these days
We have a boy Jean Grey.
having
Jean Grey and Cyclops are two dudes.
because why not? At this point,
You could do it. Why
that's
not?
what I'm saying. At this point, it doesn't even matter because like let's change it for the just because we have to accommodate for these things. That's why.
Yeah.
And my point right now, I'm like, if you do that, I already know why you're doing it, so it's not like I'm gonna care.
Right.
But if you don't do that, cool as well. Like there's like the beauty about X-Men is that there's characters of multiple genders and races already established within the X-Men themselves.
That's true.
So changing it after the fact is almost like, why? It was already different then.
Right.
Do you want to go extreme now?
I mean, so far they haven't really done that.
no,
so,
they haven't. They haven't. But they still haven't really made a good one.
As nice as the
Correct.
idea of an X-Men series with the '90s cast is,
It won't work as well.
I just don't think it's very likely that that's what we're gonna get.
They can
What
give
do
us
you,
like
what do you think that we are actually most likely going to get? This is considering who it is. This is not like best case scenario what
Yeah.
we want. What do you think we're actually going to get out of it? Because their last attempt at an X-Men TV show,
was it that Factor X or something? That
Yeah.
British one? Not a British, a Canadian one.
yeah.
Which was X-Men-ish.
Mutant X.
Mutant X, that's the one. Yeah.
And that one didn't have any X-Men characters in it really. I think Emma Frost was in it. No, that was the Generation
That was
X.
Generation X. This one had similar, like it had characters similar to already established characters.
Right. They had similar
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, but they weren't.
none of
man,
them were
it
who
was just
you
like-
wanted them to be.
Which was weird because I'm like, I do remember watching a couple of episodes. I'm thinking it's not bad. Like it's actually like entertaining. I like the characters. They're engaging. Their abilities are cool too, and the stories because they're new to me. I'd be like, yeah, I will follow you through the story and see what happens.
Right.
But would I have cared more if it were characters that I actually were familiar with? Probably.
Definitely.
Probably.
I mean, for me, definitely.
Probably. Most like then for sure. Now probably.
Yeah.
But now at this point, you tell me a good story.
It's fine either way.
But like the thing is, if you're gonna call it X-Men, make sure you have a couple of fucking X-Men in there.
Yeah, I just
That's really it.
I
at
feel
this
like
point.
we're more than likely we're gonna get something that like they say it's the X-Men,
Yeah,
but
and
it's
it's
really
not.
like
Generation
a
X.
few different characters from like scattered around, like B-list characters
yeah.
that we don't
like
really
like
want to
Tongue.
see. Right. We'll have Toad in there. and-
Honestly though, if they made a Generation X show,
yeah,
but they still called it X-Men,
I don't. Think
I'd still
that
be okay
comic
with
is
it.
Popular enough
it's not.
anymore.
But I'm just saying, like, for just an example.
Like whatever happened with that New Mutants movie? They said they cast Maisie Williams in it.
Bull.
Fucking Fox, man.
Yeah,
They really like announce
it's-
the
yeah.
shit like way before.
It's not
they
just
know if
Fox.
it's gonna
It
happen.
seems like I don't know, man. It seems like the only studios in my head right now that related to like geek stuff that release geek stuff, the ones that have their head screwed on proper, are the Lucas Group,
right.
Lucas Arts, whatever, Lucas
Disney,
Film,
basically.
and yeah, basically when they're doing things, it's like yeah,
Because it's I think Disney very much was like, okay, Marvel gets Marvel,
yeah.
let them do their
Yes,
shit.
the Lucas guys, they do Lucas. They do all the
Whereas
Lucas
like
things.
DC,
They got to be in charge of
they've
everything.
they've been owned by Warner Brothers
Yeah.
for so long.
Yep.
And Warner Brothers is such a like just hard business itself, that I feel like they can't possibly have the control that they need to have.
But even based on just business by itself.
Right.
Look through the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Business hasn't been going amazing for you guys.
All right.
So maybe it's time to say like, it seems like Disney's letting Marvel and Lucas do their own kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We own DC. They're making these big superhero movies. We own them, so we distribute them. It's our money, so we make it, it's ours.
Right.
But why don't we get them to be in charge since they know what they're doing?
I mean, maybe that's what their attempt was with the Jeff Johns thing.
But is he does Jeff Johns actually have power?
Who's to know?
Because that's my thing now. Because
His title makes it seem
right,
like
it makes it seem like it does. But do you think he's still under a thumb?
Of course.
Because all right, like Kevin Feige, I know he's pretty much.
He's still not the top guy.
I get that, but it seems like if it's good for him, the guys upstairs are like, yeah, everything's been good.
I think he's earned trust.
Right. Okay.
with
So
the
he's
people
not
in
he's
charge.
not that much under the thumb. He's like, listen, I'm still your boss, but yeah, I trust you.
Think of how many movies we've gotten.
That's probably
in this
yeah.
one franchise. It's the most successful film franchise of all time.
It's amazing when you step back and think about it. This is ridiculous.
Somebody was smart enough to be like, just make it the most expensive TV show ever.
Ah, you weren't right, man. You definitely weren't kidding, man.
Yeah.
Actually, it is.
It really fucking is.
It really is. And then within that, there is television. But
I mean, because look what CW is doing.
yes, okay.
That's the small screen version of what the Avengers did.
Yeah.
They did like a show, they introduced another character, and they kind of spun them off of their own thing.
Yep.
You got to know them a little bit first, and then they built their series out. Then they did the same thing with Legends of Tomorrow. Here's a bunch of characters that we've gotten you to know, and then here's a couple new ones. Go on a new adventure. And now Supergirl, established character, but they are immediately were like, throw Flash in there.
Yeah.
It's part of the same world. You know all these characters. They
Also,
did Marvel
the
on
Supergirl
TV.
story itself, it's like, hey, think of her as a female Superman. So let's just do Superman stories because some of you guys are familiar with those anyways.
Yeah, definitely. And, I think they benefited from it.
They did. They did for the greater audience, absolutely.
But it shows that it works.
Yes.
Whereas the movies where they're like, here's everything.
Since you guys already watch the TV, which we don't care about,
Right.
here is the world. You've seen 19 Batman films already. You gotta know who he is.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Get it? He
here it is
murders
again.
everyone. He murders
Here it
everyone,
is
just
again.
like you remember.
Exactly, right? Wait, do you remember how his parents died? Yeah, here it is again.
And right, don't you wait, man. We got something real big for you. Their moms' names are the same name.
I watched this video talking about that, and it was like, what people don't understand, it's not about the name. It's about the meaning that the name brought to Bruce's mind. Because originally he just thought of him as a killer. He doesn't care about anybody. But then when he found out, it's like, oh wait, he wants to save someone that's actually other than himself, which he considers his mum. It's not about the name Martha, almost.
Right, but Superman had been showing that he saves people.
I know that, but Batman's fucking a crazy guy.
Right, but our moms' names, dude.
Yeah, it's probably that. It's like, wait, I can't save my Martha.
Right.
I can save your Martha,
Yeah,
though.
I can save your Martha.
And
It was
I'm
still
gonna do
about
that.
him.
Oh, absolutely. It's
He was like,
Dude.
wait. You wear a cape.
dude, he's a sociopath. Of
Yeah,
course,
of
it's all
course,
about him. It's always gonna be about
He
him.
got a second chance to save his mom.
But
That's all
not
it was.
not even that. Just his cause of being Batman is completely selfish. Completely.
Especially because, once the guy that he caught is like done with,
yeah.
he
It's
could
like,
just,
no,
he could
I
just
gotta keep
stop.
going.
Right.
Because it's not a revenge.
And you see how violent Batman is.
fuck.
Like he's cracking, even in the games, he's
Yeah.
like cracking bones.
Yes,
and
that's what I'm saying.
He's ruining lives.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not gonna kill you.
Right.
But
But
you're gonna want to kill yourself.
I'm gonna ruin your
Yeah.
life. It's very interesting to me that
Next.
that
It is. It'd be good. I don't know.
I'm gonna go beat up criminals at nighttime. I got so much money, bro.
I'll got all these. I can pay for these surgeries.
But while we're talking about the DC thing, now that we've gone on this tangent,
Great tangent.
Jason Momoa is in talks to play the Crow, and it looks like he's about to sign.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I understand that the Crow is supposed to. The Crow is not an everyman
Right.
physique.
He's
is
a
he?
rocker.
He's a rocker, but he's still a very big rocker if he was a rocker.
He is, but I mean, I feel like if it makes sense anywhere,
Yeah, I guess.
it makes sense there
Oh,
that he
I'm
would
curious
just be.
about these villains now. Then
I am too, but I'm like,
I'm not gonna believe
First
it
of
if
all-
it's a tiny dude.
they don't have to. They don't have to like
Fight.
play up how his size.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But, you know,
They can just have
don't.
him wearing a shirt with holes in it or whatever
That's true.
version of the
who
Crow they're
knows
gonna
though?
do.
He's gonna rock up.
But
He's
even
still
if
gonna
even
be.
if he's big, because if they put him in that big ass like duster jacket that Brandon Lee had, he's gonna look enormous.
Yeah, like Sting.
And there's gonna be so much like photoshopping his eyes red and be like, he's Lobo now. We did it.
We did it. This is what we wanted.
Right.
And he gets cast as Lobo as well.
Right.
And then Rock's like, no. Wait,
Black Adam.
I'm already black. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me. He looks like he could be a rocker dude. He
Yeah.
plays guitar apparently.
You know what though? I want him to be successful in something. Because I liked him as Conan, and I would have watched another
I
Conan
liked him
film
as Conan.
if it was a
It
better
was the-
Conan film.
It was the other supporting actors. I
Yeah,
didn't like.
you got bloody-
specifically Rose McGowan.
Why is she in anything?
She was awful in that. And as you know, I love Ron Perlman. He's great Hellboy, but he should not have been Conan's
Yeah,
dad.
that's bizarre to me.
It
Well,
was
the
real
mom
fucking
was.
random. Still.
Yeah, I know. He's got a
Ron
really.
Perlman
I
is
don't
Conan's
know.
dad.
They look
He would
nothing
come out
alike.
looking like an ape.
Yeah, they look nothing alike. The whole rubber baby scene was amazing though.
The roller baby.
Rubber.
scene.
Rubber
Oh,
baby.
Rubber Baby, right?
Rubber
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, that movie.
Great. But yeah, it's like
But he was good in it.
he was great. Like he was good in it. I want a film that he's good in to be good itself as well.
I liked him as Drogo. He was
Yeah,
fun.
he was great as
died
Drogo.
like a
That's not-
bitch.
yeah, that was-
spoiler alert.
Yeah,
but
spoiler.
you know,
But like, yeah, if he's the Crow, I want him to be a good Crow, but I want the film
the
itself
film
to be
has
good.
to be good.
You know, I don't want it to be a piece of shit.
It's real curious to me, like how are they gonna? Because if you think about how the weird the fucking Crow movie was,
Yeah.
as far as like, you know, what's going down by the end of that movie, there's like a sword fight on
Yeah,
top
yeah,
of
like,
a
when did this, like,
mausoleum or something.
When was this even hinted at the start of the film?
Right. And
We've
you
got
know,
no
I was trying to
clues.
explain the story of the Crow to Kanoy yesterday because she
Oh.
was asking.
Has she never watched it?
She said that she's definitely
Have you
seen
got it?
part of it.
I'm
I
surprised
think
we
I have
haven't
the first one.
watched it.
I think she imagines that it is very dark, like gory and stuff.
No.
But it's definitely not. It's dark, but it's not. It's probably not as weird as she's imagining it is. But you know,
No.
you get to see Yellow Ranger
Yeah.
for a little bit. You know, tragic car accident. That poor Yellow Ranger. But now we got a new one. Happy times. What else we got in here? Black Manta to appear in Aquaman. So I guess the only Aquaman villain you've ever heard of is going to be in the Aquaman movie. What a surprise!
Hey, he's got another villain, right?
Of course he does. He's got several villains, but this is the one that most people know of. If you're like, who's Aquaman's bad guy? If they don't say, who the fuck is Aquaman, they might go Black Manta.
There's the other one is the Ocean Master,
Right.
which sounds silly. to
And
me.
he looks silly too. I fucking hate that dude's design. His dumb face mask thing. Anyway, so he's supposed to appear in Aquaman,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
Michael
Michael
Jai
Jai
White,
White
yeah.
is apparently campaigning to do it.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. I want him to be in something.
Because I can believe if it was him fighting,
If you stand him up next to
Yeah.
Jason Momoa, I'm like, yeah, I'm positive
It's
Michael
gonna
Jai
be-
White
Yeah.
wins that fight. If it really happens,
if it really happens. But
Michael Jai
like,
White's winning
you
that
want to
fight.
see something like that. That's why when they cast, what is his name?
Jason Momoa?
No. Black Adam and Shazam.
Shazam.
When they cast Shazam,
Yeah,
I want him.
They got something ahead.
Yeah, I want the guy who The Rock as Black Adam is facing to look like someone who can take him on.
It's true, but also he doesn't necessarily have to look bigger than him or
No,
anything
absolutely not.
because
Just someone
the
who you
villain
think,
being
yes,
bigger is a good thing.
absolutely. But you'd want him to look like he won't get obliterated.
Right.
That's really it.
I don't want it to be Cena though. People keep
No, I don't want Cena.
campaigning
I
for
don't
Cena,
want Cena.
and I like Cena.
I don't want Cena.
but
I don't want Zac Efron. Because they mentioned Zac Efron.
They did mention Zac Efron.
I don't want that. Because he looks like someone who would get obliterated.
He looks like that Twinkie in Sausage Party to me.
That's great. Sausage Party was it?
Sausage
fun.
Party, yeah, we didn't even mention that,
Yeah, we
but we
watched that.
saw that movie, and it's pretty funny and
Yeah.
very crude. So
Incredibly crude.
yeah,
But
definitely by
very
the end.
funny. Very funny.
So if he does it, I'm totally fine with it. I like that dude. He's awesome.
Jai White as
Black Manta.
Black Manta? I was going to say, no, not Ocean Master.
No, that dude's white. Isn't he supposed to be like the
That's his
brother of
brother.
Aquaman or
Yeah,
something?
so they'd probably get another Hawaiian guy. Probably.
They should get Roman Reigns to do it.
That's stupid. That's the worst. That should never happen. They should have got The Rock for that.
Well, he's already a deal.
I know, but he's not.
Roman Reigns playing his brother would be clowning.
It'd be hilarious.
No one could get away with looking like his brother. Easier
Like a
than
believable
that dude.
brother. Yeah, like a straight up believable brother.
He seems like he could maybe do it. He's already got the Aquaman eye color.
Yeah. Yeah, that weird one, that gray.
And his is real, so you wouldn't even have to put him in those silly
bizarre.
contact lenses. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny to me. I hope it happens something with that. Michael Jai White for the win. Suicide Squad owns the box office with 130 million plus.
That was
in the
first week,
weekend.
yeah.
And it's still number one, you said,
And,
this
yep,
weekend?
it's considered
Did you
number
see
one this
how
weekend.
much it made?
I did not see, unfortunately.
We'll find out tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
So, good for Suicide Squad. Keep
Yeah.
making money so that you can fix this shit that you're...
Yeah, that's really it at this point. Like, if people had issues with it, okay, it's out there, so it's got issues.
Right.
But you know what they can do? They can actually work on these issues.
Hopefully they do.
Hopefully, I mean, they didn't really prove that in BVS.
They didn't, but I feel like
But
BVS was its own thing. It's
Right.
not Man of Steel
That's
2.
why. That's why
We
I'm
could
okay with
see
that.
what's different
'Cause
in Man of Steel 2.
Man of Steel 2 could be amazing.
Did we talk about that on the last episode that
Man
was
of Steel
announced?
2? Nah.
That is...
Is it listed here?
That's in production or something. It's actively in production,
Is it
they
listed?
said. I don't see it. Oh, wait, no, there it goes.
Yep.
It says greenlit.
Yeah, yeah.
Who should write and direct the film?
Yeah, that's the question. Because, like, no one's saying it's going to be Snyder. They just said it's greenlit.
I imagine that Snyder will probably direct it.
Alright, if it's not him, who would you like to see direct Man of Steel? People are saying George Miller. Because he was supposed to do Justice League originally, a couple years ago.
You know what I'd like? In the biggest heel turn of all time.
Sure. I love it. I love how it's part.
I would love Edgar Wright to direct Man of Steel 2.
I actually think he could do it.
I think he would do it perfect.
Oh,
I think he would
such a
handle
great job.
the quirkiness of Clark's life as a separate entity than the Superman stuff, and we know he can do crazy action shit.
But it's not like the action stuff. Yeah, he's really good with that these days. I think people think, oh, it's going to be a really comedy. I'm like,
no, he doesn't have to do that.
Edgar Wright's really good at actual dramatic moments and just
And you
real.
you can see that
Like,
in
it
his
feels
comedies.
real.
Yeah.
You know, like there are funny times because people are naturally funny, but there's actual heartfelt moments also. So that's actually a
Same, man.
pretty crazy one.
That's my go. If I get to pick, I'm going after him. And plus, the hype that would be created if he could not work with Marvel.
on Ant-Man, but he's doing Man
But
of
he's
Steel
doing
2.
Man of Steel, and they go, do whatever you want, man. You know the universe or whatever. Do whatever you want.
You
Doesn't
look-
matter. Fight Brainiac. Give us the weird.
Oh my
fucking
gosh,
movie.
dude! It would be, people. You know what? The results of it would it feel more like a Marvel film at this point? Even though Marvel films don't really, in a sense, when I say Marvel film, what people automatically think is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'll definitely be that, but it would be more all round.
Yeah.
You know, or it could be its own thing because like most like the Marvel films right now, they have a similar tone. Obviously, they feel like they obviously they have to share the same world, but each film felt like a different, like it was hitting a different category, almost a genre of film.
Right.
So that's what I mean in terms of if Edgar Wright did Man of Steel 2, it wouldn't it fill out a gap that they've yet to fill in the
Right.
DC universe, where everything right now in the DC universe, and we've got 2 films only, so not a lot to go. 3 now. Can Suicide Squad. Not a lot of happy actual times.
Well, that's the thing too, is everybody is like suspecting that maybe when Superman comes back, that it's going to be this change of character. Like we're going to get the Superman everybody wanted. He's going
And
to be like,
that's great.
and if that is the case,
That's great.
who better to lead
I know,
that?
but like to me, that's
Edgar
great
Wright.
because I just hope that this is something that we follow. And I know people like the world is more realistic in there because like because we're shown how bad it can be, and I'm like, but you haven't shown any bit of good yet
Right.
at all. And you think, oh, if good is unrealistic, and I'm like, you're alive right now. I'm sure you have happy bloody moments. I'm sure during celebration, cities and places can actually be full of happy. Yet those films show none of that yet.
And they can give us something that they haven't really given us in a way that's believable
Drama.
yet. Is we can have Superman do something in space.
Or be a good Clark.
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
they don't have to worry about you make sure and mention it's evacuated.
Yeah.
Make them fight on another fucking planet.
I'm out in space, yeah.
Fight Brainiac, do something
Dude, Edgar Wright
crazy.
is really interesting. But see, that's the thing. I like this because Edgar Wright, when you got him on board, you know that you're in for something different from what we've already been presented with.
But I mentioned this is like, if I could make it happen, like I have a genie kind of situation, because I could not imagine him doing this,
Of course.
especially now that all this like second cut, third cut shit is happening to everyone else's
Yeah,
movie.
of
He's
course.
gonna be like, I'm not dealing with that shit
Yeah,
again.
you're saying in a hypothetical perfect world, in a sense where
If I
you
could
say
just
to him,
make it happen,
or if you go, you should direct Man of Steel 2, and he's like, that's actually what I wanted to do.
right? That's
So
what I
it's
wanted
like,
to do
yeah.
my whole life.
Yeah, like this is what I wanted to eventually do one time. And if I was given an opportunity now, why not? I wasn't given a chance there, and it's like, yeah, you get full reins and whatnot. You just have to go to us to see if we can use the character right now, because unless we got something else planned later.
So what would you pick for it?
That's interesting. See, because I like this, because I like the direction it's taken. I wasn't thinking something that I would actually want to watch, but
Right.
thinking of actual possibilities. Where
What
I'm
we
like,
will probably get.
like what could in some world happen, but you're like, that'd be so random. Someone like Clint Eastwood directing it.
Wow, can't imagine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you're talking dark. That's not necessary at all.
Yeah.
Like that'll feel actually real, rather than this real that Zack Snyder has, this hyper real. It'd feel actually real, and I don't know if I want that. Like, I don't know if people. It's not necessary for this world that we live in. We want to see an actual Superman be super. We don't want to see Superman be super, but then show that he's struggling and shit, trying to connect with people. And I don't need that stuff.
So who do you pick to lead this new version of Superman? Who's gonna fix it?
Who's gonna fix?
Whose
Superman?
vision is gonna fix it for you?
For some reason,
Uh,
it's the guy that did Kingsman,
Matthew Vaughn?
Vaughn.
That's an interesting choice.
His name was at the tip of my tongue.
I think he could handle the action part.
The reason
of it pretty
because
well.
I mentioned Vaughn as well is what he managed to do with First Class and X-Men made me give a shit again.
Right.
But then I lost it
Yeah.
on the next film.
His tone for First Class, I could imagine working for.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Or
it working for Superman.
it's weird because I was gonna say the guy who directed First Avenger,
the Rocketeer
guy,
I can't
because
remember his name.
because the
I see what you're going for.
the sensation, like it's similar to yours.
The classic hero.
Yeah, but he feels like a
Superman.
classic
Right.
here, and
We would get that out of
it'd be interesting to see as well, because the problem right now is that I'm imagining is that it's hard for me to imagine a classic feeling Superman in this current world. Like I'm curious what he would do with the current world because so far all the films he's done are period type pieces.
Could you imagine them going for a big gun, like trying to get Spielberg or something like that?
If you get like a Spielberg,
Because, I mean, who could you think of back then that would have been more perfect for a Superman type movie than Spielberg, as far as the adventure and the heroism stuff?
yeah,
I
that's
feel like
nuts.
he would
If
nail
they
it.
could do, if it's like, hey, Spielberg, James Cameron, or something
Right.
like that. No, yeah, like this is this the world where they all drop what they're doing and just work on this?
Right.
That's interesting now. Vaughn would still be good, I think.
You
Vaughn would
think
be great.
You think Vaughn is a realistic choice of someone we could actually get doing this?
Maybe. Although I don't know how his relationship is with Fox,
Right.
because he's been with Fox and he's doing Kingsman 2 right now with them. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Spielberg would be nuts.
Right.
If they get Spielberg, it's like, oh, we got Spielberg just because we got him. He actually wanted to make a superhero film, and why not Superman?
Right.
You know.
He was gonna make Spidey back in
Right.
the day, so
That is different because that's back in the day as well. Like, it's crazy. I know people are like, oh, but did you see the concepts that they made?
right.
How crappy and stuff. It's so different. I'm like, yeah, but it's been how long since he actually came up with those? Maybe 20 years.
Right.
say?
And then also like imagine
His mind changes in 20 years too.
how much the thing changes from concept to screen.
Absolutely. Do you know it would be weird? Tim Burton doing Man of Steel 2.
With all that hype
Oh,
about the movie that never happened with Schnepp's documentary
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that stuff.
he doesn't. No, he's gonna start fresh.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
with
can
this current,
imagine them approaching him because of all that renewed attention.
Wouldn't that be something?
But I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't hear about that happening until after his like weirdo X-Men movie thing
Right.
comes out.
Right.
Or at least people have seen it, so we can be like, okay,
Yeah, because technically the
good,
film
or
that he's
this is-
releasing right now, it's essentially X-Men.
right, Tim Burton's weirdo X-Men.
yeah,
I
weird
think that's
X-Men.
the name of it.
Starring his wife.
Is she in it? Of course she's fucking in it somewhere.
She's in every film he makes. Yeah, that Tim Burton would be random and interesting.
Yeah.
Spielberg would be, hey, let's see what he can do. I was gonna say like Luc Besson,
Besson for that is so interesting to me.
because if he's given,
It seems like a waste, honestly. to
it
me,
does.
to
That's
give
my
him
problem.
Superman.
That's my problem. I'm
Because
like,
they won't let him do any of
I'd love
what's
for him to do
necessary.
Green Lantern.
Yeah. Luc Besson to me would have been I mean, again, I think that there's a lot of positive in Suicide Squad. But I think Luc Besson's
shit.
Suicide Squad would have been amazing.
Especially seeing that last film that he made,
Yeah.
the one with the family. Is it the family?
Yeah.
That's dude, that's a missed opportunity.
I think he
feel.
could have handled all that style and stuff that they
dude.
wanted to be in it. I think he would have done
Not
it.
that
so-
David Ayer. I don't think he did a bad job.
No, I don't think he did either.
Maybe
but
you know
I think,
what though?
but I think
Maybe
David Ayer-
Ayer probably would have done a better Lobo.
Maybe, but I think his Suicide
like
Squad, if there is this like other cut of his,
I want to see it.
I want to see it because I could imagine that serious tone
Mm-hmm.
version of it. Because I saw Sabotage,
Yeah.
the Schwarzenegger one, and that's basically very similar.
Yes.
Like it's a small team of like mercenaries that are all fucked up and crazy. He's even got like a crazy chick in it that is the other character from The Killing.
Yeah. Right.
That is kind of like a Harley character where she's like doing flips
Mm-hmm.
on people and crazy shit. And I watched that and I'm like, I could totally imagine this being the tone of what that Suicide Squad movie is. Just everybody's a character from the comics.
Mm-hmm. Then when you
that
watch it, you're like,
I
what?
think that it was just the story was too big.
it was.
They felt too
Yeah.
much pressure to be like
That's my problem.
make
Like,
the big spectacle.
that's why Deadpool works so damn well.
Yeah,
We don't have. He's not about the big story.
it doesn't have to be a world-ending thing.
Especially not that.
Right.
Like, all right, with the Gambit film that whatever is on or off,
I'm so
right?
terrified of
Right.
that.
I am very much too. But if they keep it a small story,
Yeah,
which I doubt they would, if it's still going to be Channing Tatum, It's going to end with a beam shooting to the sky.
Right, of course.
He has to shoot his cards into it. But if they kept it small,
Yeah.
it could actually work.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't want it. I don't see a point to it, though.
The early
That's what I'm
rumors
saying now.
were that it was going to involve the Morlocks. So I'm sure they could come up with a story that just took place with him trying to infiltrate or
Yep.
do something with the Morlocks. Don't make it bigger or grander than
They're
that.
going to make it
Just
that,
make it a
they're going to make
character
the
thing.
massacre of the Morlock.
Right.
It's pointless.
So anyway,
I don't know.
next up and last up apparently is on the rumor mill,
Rumors.
Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights / Bloodline
That's another show. That's
for
another show.
Cable.
Is a front man for Cable.
And Mackenzie Davies,
Yeah,
the
she
Martian.
She was like one of the assistants at NASA or whatever.
I definitely don't remember. And she's in there for Domino.
Yeah.
So Cable and Domino,
Yeah.
definitely characters that are closely tied to Deadpool. So I'm fine with that.
You're not familiar with these actors?
I'd have to see the girl
Okay.
because I have a very particular imagination.
Somebody recently did like a photo manip of the girl with the black eye thing going on.
Okay.
And yeah, it looked like Domino, but I was like, yeah, it's a photo manipulation.
Yeah.
Those things can look very believing. You could think, oh yeah, I could definitely see them as that. And you're like, no, they can't.
I changed my mind.
I shouldn't have said that. Thinking that was foolish of me.
She looks younger than I would imagine Domino.
She isn't that old, yeah. I was assuming Domino would be the same age as, well, maybe even older than Deadpool himself.
Yeah, but movies.
Did you check out the Cable?
No, I
should
didn't.
look
What
him
was
up
that
also.
guy's name?
Kyle Chandler?
Kyle Chandler. That name sounds familiar. Chandler. Oh, Jesus. I hope not. I hope not. Oh, I hope not. I've seen this dude in stuff before,
I know.
and I hope not. Not for Cable, dude.
Yeah, I know. It was like, why?
Especially,
How?
how do you fucking say Dolph Lundgren in the end of your
Dude.
movie and then get this fucking dweeb to
Well,
play
because he's
Cable?
wrong. He was really wrong and off.
Yeah, he sure the fuck was.
Yeah, that's why it's like, oh, goddamn.
This motherfucker isn't Cable, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, it should
Look
be.
at this hokey
Yeah,
grinning
it
son
should be
of a-
what we said before. Didn't we say Liam Neeson?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How is that
It's
not
gotta
a
be
thing?
Liam Neeson.
Can you? That would be so amazing still. They
Just give
gotta
him
do it.
armor and shit. You don't
Yeah,
even have to
dude.
give him muscle or anything.
No, don't give him muscle. Like, he should be fit.
Just build him up with fucking gear.
Mm-hmm. And give him the eye. Oh,
This
dude.
motherfucker is not Cable. I disagree with whoever is starting that rumor.
He did, probably.
Get that motherfucker out of there. The girl, whatever, she's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
She
it's not what I imagined,
reminds
though.
me of Ashley, the chick that plays Ellie in The Last of Us. She's on Blind Spot.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Johnson?
Ashley Johnson. She reminds me
Oh,
of her.
yeah.
But yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't do anything
But
for
definitely
me.
not Cable.
Neither of those choices made me jump for joy, but
Definitely not
that
Cable.
motherfucker is not Cable.
How about if he is?
Even if they
Who
make
do you
him
want to
it,
say? Oh, yeah, we said Liam Neeson as Cable.
yeah, man.
Who did we say as Domino?
Did we pick a
I
domino?
don't even know, man.
Did we cast a Deadpool
I
2
don't
thing?
know. We cast X-Force, right?
Right.
I forget now.
Again, I think I did. I think I remember saying Charlize Theron for Domino.
Yeah, and we're just
Because
like,
I
yeah,
imagined her older.
yeah, and we're like, yeah, that works. That's great.
I'm fine with that.
I am too, but not this. This one, nah. I'm good. I'm good if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm alright with. I mean, either of the females is fine, but that motherfucker is not Cable.
Wait till you see him in his outfit, though.
I don't
man.
care, unless
How about
they-
if he looks legit?
If they CG his face different, then I'm fine.
Yeah,
with
like they make his hair white.
No, that's
Not
not
good
enough. Nope. The face is the problem.
How about if you see me like he's unrecognizable?
I'd have to see it. They have to build out his nose or something, given that big boxer nose like fucking Marv.
Oh, that would be bizarre if it was like sculpted on his face.
Right. Oh, they gotta do something because that motherfucker does not look like Cable.
Just get Liam Neeson.
He looks like fake ass fucking Bruce Campbell
Nah,
with not nearly enough
charisma.
jaw. But anyway, that's everything that's on the list. Not a huge
No.
Not a huge
Not a
amount
lot.
of news, but
Well, I think, obviously they have news every day, but nothing that really interested us, I guess.
right, nothing that jumped out.
Yeah. So we just basically just gathered the ones that...
We got the ones that we liked, and watch that Luke Cage trailer
Yeah, dude, watch
immediately
it.
if you haven't
It's
seen
great.
it.
It's fantastic.
Because that shit comes out at the end of the month, yo. And we're
What?
going to have to do an episode
Next
at the end of
month.
September, excuse me.
Yeah, it's next month. Whole month away.
The time keeps on slipping
It does.
into the future.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, we're going to get sued for that.
Nobody listens to this shit. All right. Till the next one, guys.
Yep.
Stay chipper chaps.
Stay chipper.
What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat. What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat. What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat. What up, Chipper Chat? This is Chipper Chat Chat.